Hello guys, it is Leszek from redforcooking.com and today I'm going to bake very delicious sourdough bread. So let's start from mixing everything together. So we need 330 grams of sourdough starter. I will prepare another video how to make this starter. It is very easy if you do some trick. And this starter is about 3 months old, so 330. So after I use this amount of starter to my bread, I have to fit this. So I will put some amount of water, flour and 2 types of flours, but I will prepare video for this. Actually, first I should activate my yeasts. Just a little bit water in room temperature, little bit more than room temperature, should be about 35 degrees. Salt, 160 grams of salt. Use good quality of salt. Don't use just cheap table salt like this one. Use the salt should give your bread some extra taste, because actually taste of bread it is flour and sourdough. But if you don't add something, could be boring. So it's big difference if you're using nice good quality of salt than just table salt or kosher salt. Of course, you can think that will be more difficult for repeat the same recipe. However, baking bread it is some fun. So of course you can go and buy bread at home, but each time when you're baking bread can be little bit different. And of course, like me, I bought 5 kilos from the place when I know that salt is always the same, and I will able to repeat the same recipe each time. And we are going to another thing, because very important is to use the same amounts what I showing you here. Of course, can be some difference about flour and water, because each flour absorbing the water in different ways. So you will probably will have to add some, maybe more flour, less water, or so. But the same amount of salt, the same amount of yeast, and similar amount of flour, and you will, I of course I can't guarantee, but almost guarantee that your bread will be delicious. So now we have starter, then add 430 grams of all-purpose flour, uh, 330 grams of whole grain, wholemeal wheat flour. But add your yeast on one side and salt or another side? On another side. Because if you put yeast and salt together, will deactivate your yeast. And now add 340 grams of water. Mix this. And you have choice. You can knead your dough by hand or using food processor. I prefer food processor just because it's easier, and I think that works better. You have better control using your hand, however, it's easier. It's enough, you can see it's nice plastic. Still a little bit wet, it should be, but it's exactly what we want. So now make nice ball. A little bit of flour and cover with kitchen towel and wait until double the size. It should take something between 1 and 2 hours. So after this time, when the dough double the size, we need to form nice ball and put into growing basket for another 1.5 hour, and again should double the size. So you can do this in this way. So just move your bread from one side to another. One hand is keeping the bread, preventing from moving too fast, and another is taking the dough, making the nice ball and going under the dough. You can see that. And after this time, we should have nice ball with small hole on the downside. This is a little bit too big, but it's still fine, still will be good. So now cover with the kitchen towel and wait about 1.5 hour until double the size. About half hour before, you need preheat your oven to 245 degrees with Dutch oven. And what we want to do, we want to put this dough into the Dutch oven in one move, like that. You could sprinkle a little bit flour, preventing to stick to bottom on the Dutch flour, but Dutch oven, but I have good seasoned, so I don't need to do that. And cut nice cross on the dough, if not too deep, but enough to allow nice expand the dough when we'll be baking. And put into oven, close the lid, put to oven for 30 minutes. After this time you can see beautiful bread. It's not ready yet, it's too blonde, and bake for another 20-30 minutes. Should be quite dark, and listen this. I hope that you can hear. Yeah, should be this voice, like you knocking to the door. If not, put for another 5-10 minutes. So look at this. Looks beautiful, is nice, and will taste delicious. So thank you very much for watching, and enjoy. See you in next video.